angle to how our survivors and hunter will play. But for the survivor side, this is basically what their main lineup is usually. But you know what, Poch, this still is gonna go down to how they outperform each other. So without further ado, let's get it on with the game here, starting off with Yako already spotting out Sasoleo.
The Merc being a pretty hard chase at the start, but we see that he did bring Blink, and he is just going to destroy the connections. Again, the most prominent target to go for, it really is that prisoner, just to avoid the connections. And we saw that Ayako already just sniped out that connection and trying to look for the most optimal target. We see that Mixdown is over there at bottom broken. You see that the Priestess already setting up those portals just in case. Yako changing things up and now seeing that there are portals here to clean up. Still trying to find the most optimal target because Bonbon's chase is so respectable and so feared by many. But once, you know, the camping starts, that's when his offense really starts to snowball. So now Yako transitioning to the graveyard. Mixdown is here, the most favorable target.
Definitely. And of course, you basically summed it out. Prisoner here is the threat for this lineup, and this is what Yako is very aware of, and that's the reason why look at that beautiful bombs placed in time for him to be injured already, and this is just the start. So if Prisoner is to be captured very early, this may have a bit of they may have a bit of difficulty in terms of the decoding progress. But right now, Mixdown is doing a good job. Blink! Beautiful blink coming in from Yako there, and as you mentioned, Poch already down here for
the electrocution.
Oh
no, just in time to drop. That was actually quite close. I was kind of scared that Yako had to clean that up. I was like, this is actually a pretty good spot that the Mixdown was staying in because that was the electrocution, the AOE of the electricity. So excellent stuff. But yeah, being that the prisoner is the first one down, they will have to try and find a solution. Priestess is gonna get sniped out with that wanted order, but we still have Mercenary and Forward to go for that rescue. It's gonna be quite tough. Yako again boasting the Bonbon here. I would say the one weakness is map presence, but now we see Sasoleo in the area giving him tinnitus. Will keep Ayako here while everyone will probably just decode. The thing is, will they go for it? I don't think they have enough time.
I think they will be giving up on Mixdown at this point because just look at how the bombs are timely placed. At any time, Yako can just, you know, incapacitate them and go for the bonk. But right now, they will be letting go of Mixdown instead and just focus on decoding. But then again, we did mention this, Poch, because Mixdown is, you know, basically returned to the manor. This will take time for them to actually decode these ciphers.
Now we see that the Forward and Mercenary are in the same area. Yako now choosing to tunnel this forward, already expending a little bit of the ball. Kilo I home, just trying to transition away, forcing Yako to break this pallet, and now going back to this area for kiting because there are some pallets to utilize. Now we know that the Priestess is still out and about with those portals. We see Kilo I home dropping the pallet, trying to transition, but Yako still tunneling. Will look for that one hit. He gets it, and now second survivor down.
Yep, second survivor down. Let's see if they will force the save here, but at this point, I think they have to because they can still go for the decode. All they have to do is just basically kite away from Yako, but that's the problem because they do lack the members. They're forcing. They really need. It's a requirement for them to save him because if not, it's just gonna be all the more difficult. That's gonna be elbow pad. We'll be waiting for the hit. That's gonna be a bomb, but terror shock, terror shock, mania for Yako right here.
Really living up to the stats there. You saw that they were able to already set that whole that long portal because that was the exit strategy. But look at that, Ben's being sniped out before he can even approach the chair. Forward is way past half. Well, you know, Mercenary has a long healing time, so Ben's still giving that tinnitus. Yako, it's all going in his favor. So now it's just the response of this team. We are seeing a pickup happening from Yako because this Forward will soon expire. But Ben's, oh my God, being baited to go for the rescue. Can he go for another terror shock? Excellent rescue, but then no Tide Turner. Kilo I home will be falling down again.
Both of them were injured by that bomb, and it worked so well for Yako, and Yako was able to knock down Kilo I home, and next target is Bend. Although we do see that Sasoleo can still, you know, self-heal himself, but you look at this. There's still the trade that happened here for Yako. It worked really well, and all the more, you know, basically slow down the decoding progress that can come from Team FAV.
Yeah, you gotta love the mind games Yako is playing. Picked up the Merc, put him away, just to force the rescue happening from that Priestess, just from some activity, right? It just shows the confidence that Yako has, that even though, all right, you do rescue, I know that I could down you, I know you didn't bring Tide Turner. Now both of them are running to the shack area. And you said it, the Mercenary already expended his self-heal, so once he is down, he just has to focus on that Priestess. But luckily, the elbow pad is able to transition Sasolael into a better kiting area with some infrastructure here. But look at Yako just timing these bombs to try and get some movement. The blink hit lands. Mercenary will be falling down soon, but Yako can now just focus on that Priestess. But we see that he's trying to look for her.
That's the best play, because again, no more self-heals. I mean, he does want that scenario to happen for Yako. Just bleed out Sasolael here and just go for the gold. And I do like it how Benz is just trying his best to be stealthy as possible, but sooner or later he's gonna be discovered here, because as Yako closes his gap against Benz, there comes the trait that he has equipped with him into detecting that there is a survivor in the area. So right now we do see here the bombs are to be placed so that he, Benz will have at that narrow area to just go for the kite. But I think at this point, Yako's just gonna wait to bleed, bleed Sasolael out.
But that's the thing, yeah, going for the global portal cancels it out. Already the tinnitus was propping up when he was trying to go to the top part of this broken walls, but now Priestess is spotted, and now we see that Yako is closing in on the target, dropping these bombs. Can he go for it? Oh, he gets the bomb hit, and that's gonna be 5 points for IVS.
That was a very powerful start. Sources are threatening. It's threatening, and at the same time, if you neglect either one of these decoders, it's going to be a Cypher Rush mania, and you do not want to happen, at least in the favor of the Hunters. But then again, right now, Poch, we are gonna head on to the round one, second half here, and early on already, Riverrun spots out to where Zhao Khan is. So I guess for now, this is more of a scouting strategy for Riverrun here.
Yeah, just baiting some activity. We do see that the doll is right there hiding in the corner, but Riverrun spotting it out right away. Once that doll does get hit, you would get just a hint of where the mechanic is at. And again, mechanic being the most optimal target, you gotta give Riverrun props for his discipline, not chasing that forward, even though the forward was in the immediate vicinity. It's very deceptive. You don't want to chase that forward because of that football. Now we see that the mechanic did drop the doll over here at the bottom broken, transitioning to the top broken area. Great, Donna is here, so double decoders are here. Sintens has to be very careful not to disrupt the Cypher Rush here. And now we see Sintens is transitioning to the red carpet area where Wolfie is at.
Ooh, this is very interesting because, of course, understandable that Sintens is going to be here because this is a kiting area. But then again, this Wolfie was spotted out, and I'm pretty sure Riverrun's not gonna go for him at any time soon, considering that, basically Wolfie is the mercenary. So he was able to spot out very early. Sintens here, take no prisoner, is making the works while all of this is happening. So this is what we've been referring to earlier, right? So this is going to be reckon. Oh, that beautiful. That's a terror shock, I assume, because
while vaulting, right?
While vaulting. Indeed.
Hitting her at that time was actually great, and you gotta look at the resources on the Hunter side. Did not expend that. Patroller could be huge to stuff the rescue, but I also gotta mention that Mechanic's doll is out and about, so she can't help. But look at that Wolfie. Oh no, the Patroller is already there, trying to get a bite on Wolfie. Oh my god, he gets the ankle of Wolfie.
Oh, that is beautiful. That's already information for Riverrun right here, and I love the positioning of the followers as well, because it gives a lot of threat, for another potential terror shock. So here we do see that Wolfie's doing a great job in the kiting, despite getting bitten by the patroller.
Yeah, the forward with a backdoor rescue there, but you know what? Last effort will be popped. Forward still in this area. Again, Riverrun wants to chase away the forward just so that she can share in peace. But Zhao Khan now, the distance is being closed out here. Is he going to use the football last minute? Wow, excellent jukes there. And now Mechanic is down. We see that the follower will be picking up Mechanic, but you know, forward already make that rescue happen. Tide Turner was popped. but again, it's still a back and forth. Mercenary did a great job getting out of the vicinity. 2 ciphers still remain, and he goes for the stun right when he wasn't looking. Now, excellent support here. The forward has the body block. Again, Mechanic still has a second chair in her, though.
And 2 ciphers remaining. The prisoner here was able to create a lot of space and decode 3 ciphers in the making. This just goes to show that the 3 of them are very much active in this kiting sessions. And Syntis, oh god, he was able to go away in the hands of Refer None here. And if ever he was to be spotted, it's not gonna be too much of a threat, because we do see Zalkan as well in the vicinity. They did try their best to remove him.
Switch the blink!
A hit
Forward.
and down goes Zalkan.
Yeah, that's the thing. The forward was trying to de-leech, trying to heal up the mechanic. The mechanic's leech is still running amok. Now it's the forward's turn to be back in the rocket chair. But look at this decoding. 3 ciphers already popped by the prisoner, 1 by the mercenary. 1 is already just about to be primed, already at the 70% mark. And now we see the forward getting leeched now. It's starting to pile on. The anti-curse is only with the forward. The prisoner does have one, but the mechanic is still out and about, which is very scary because she's 1 hit from going down, and she does not have an anti-curse. Kraydonna realizing, trying to pop that cipher, but look at that, the mercenary with a backdoor rescue. Again, they're just catching this Dream Witch off guard. This Kraydonna gonna eat that hit, pop the last cipher, and here we go. Endgame is happening.
There we go. But the potential clutch may still happen for Refer None right here. But look at how they're positioned. Already Zalkan will be the one to try and distract Refer None here and try to kite here. But the other puppet is already here. The gate is already opened. But look at this, because they are separated, it's just a matter of Refer None making the decisions now. But the decision is going to be him trying to go with that blink hit for Zalkan. But that juke, that was so beautiful. And 2 was already out. This might be a 3-1. That is it, Potch. Beautiful coming in from
we've seen that put into play, and especially in big maps like this, when the survivors' resources are dwindled, it's going to be a real standstill for the survivors in terms of decoding. But Sayora, let's get into the match.
Getting into the map indeed, and starting it off already. Looks like Refer None was able to spot out the priestess here, and Kraydonna will be doing basically his job as well to try and assist Syntis here. But right now, look at that. Oh, just trying to get those informations up and running. But that's a beautiful stun of the follower from Kraydonna, even though that he has not activated it yet. So right now, we do see that the followers are, just scattering around the map here, just so he can have more coverage of it. So right now, we started off here with the kiting sessions, and between Refer None and Kraydonna, that was a beautiful stun. But then again, that was a hit. Still a hit.
Yeah, it was.
From against Kraydonna here.
Yeah, it was he baited the pallet drop, and he was as much resources as possible. We are seeing he will be going for a leech on that Gravekeeper. So 2 already. Perfumer is the only one with the anti-curse, and you see that Sintin's already giving a portal there. We see that Zalkan already in that area. So Refer None just changing things up here. Again, going to the main body, finding the best to leech, and we see that the priestess no longer has a follower. Gravekeeper is the only one that has that leech, and we're seeing a patroller being dropped.
Oh, patroller right here, and again a puppet spare as well. But look at that, again in a burrow state. He was able to escape that, if I'm mistaken. Oh,
he was able to get
from
he dropped the pallet. Oh my gosh, and then he used it to get to that burrow state. But again, that's resources again. It's going to be a tough rebound kite if he gets chaired. Now, Perfumer, Mercenary, Priestess, as you mentioned, are free to decode. We are seeing that Refer None is getting a whiff of all these holy keys that have been put out. Refer None again just focusing on this Gravekeeper, trying to find him from this burrow state, buying so much time. It's about to end already. But luckily, Kraydonna was able to bait that hit, but presence is being built. Now Kraydonna has to rely on good old kiting skills, but nice hit landed by the Dream Witch.
I understand as why Kraydonna wanted to go for that vault, but Again, it's the prediction that came from Refernan here. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go walk a little bit to the left and then go back and go for the hit. And eventually, you spot out Cardona in the process. With that's actually a good start for Refernan. But then again, we do still have Zelkon, Wolfie, and Sintis.
Yeah, Wolfie's right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Wolfie again. Yeah, just making the eggs. Again, just trying to save right before the 50% mark, but Wolfie did get leeched, and now Gravekeeper is out and about, does have Tide Turner, trying to transition to some pallet areas. This is where he was sniped out. He's gonna go for another vault. Deja vu, no, he was able to go for another pallet.
Blink.
Okay, but the blink, he switched traits!
Oh, last effort is going to be triggered anytime soon here. So I like it how Fernand's not picking him up just yet and just transition to a different target. Main body, spotting on Sintis right now and leeches him. And that's going to be another kiting session. And while that is all happening, we do see here that Fernand may be picking up Cardona right now. And off to the rocket chair he goes.
And you gotta love that the Perfumer does have that anti-curse, also the Priestess, so she's able to get rid of it. Mercenary does not have a leech anymore. They are playing the defensive game. You see that 2 survivors are already near that rocket chair, so it's just a matter of who's gonna go for that save. Again, Wolfie did an amazing job going for that save, eating that hit, and still buying enough time. Again, it comes to dividing the attention. Zhao Khan now seems to be the one to go on chair saving duty, while we see that the Priestess, watch out. Oh, okay, that was quite close. She was still in the middle of decoding, eats that hit, and this Perfumer gets the save. No Tide Turner, so he's gonna try to get the body block, but no, the blink hit lands. Gravekeeper falls down once again. Oh my god.
Make it another one. And that's a knockdown. That the Perfume wasn't pressed on time right there, but we do see here that Priestess. Oh, Gravekeeper, they were not able to rescue him, and the Priestess was able to self-heal, if I'm not mistaken, back there.
Yes, I'd like to also, clarify that the Perfumer already was injured, so the perfume would not take effect. So, again, she had to eat that hit to get that rescue, but this is what we're talking about, Sayora. Just that one moment, and it's starting to snowball. Even though there's one Cypher left, it is primed. You know what? IVS is still in a tough spot, gets the rescue. They have it primed. They have to time this well. Oh, gets the hit, goes for the pop, and now it's the end game.
End game, and we look at this. They are being cornered by the followers. That's gonna be elbow pad, but beautiful pallet stun coming in from Wolfie right there. He could have knocked down back there, but no, that was good timing.
Yeah, he did try to go for that blink, but again, you know what, just this chase is so frantic. Wolfie just getting out of dodge, utilizing the elbow pads to his advantage. You see that the Priestess already priming that exit gate. Mercenary does have that follower, and now we see that Zhao Khan being chased out. Detention is still going to be a factor here, so they have to be very careful. Priestess already priming the exit gate to opening, so probably going to use a global portal or just signal to everyone that this exit gate is open. Let's try to transition this way, but Reefer at this choke point at the tent, as well as the working carousel, just trying to patrol. We are seeing that the global portal is being taken. Zhao Khan, is it going to be enough in time? Oh, he has to go for it, but gets the regular hit on the Priestess, and this is going to be huge because the Perfumer can't fall down.
Perfumer can't fall down, and that was just great timing for Riffernan as well. And look at here, because they haven't got out. Oh no, it was an elbow pad, but that's another knockdown. That was unfortunate for Wolfie back there, but
look, Perfumer. Oh my god, she's gonna try to crawl out of there. Again, they had the right strategy here, and we see Reefer He's gonna try to book it towards the exit. Mercenary still has that self-heal, but the Perfumer, again, crawling, inching her way. Priestess already on the rocket chair, but it seems like she's already at that exit gate. We are seeing that Wolfie is trying to heal up, will get leech, and it looks like it might be a 3 survivor down and out. 3 points on Reefernan's side.
Here may have been a warm-up game here during round number 1, and this is actually a good job for Riffernan back here, you know, trying to close it up.
Little juice to the survivors that don't normally decode as fast. So let's see as we head into the second half of the second round. Ayako's Bonbon already at the carousel area. Sasolel will be spotted out early. This is actually the Gravekeeper at the last stop. So we talked about this. He could tank a lot of these hits.
Yes, bombs to be placed. Let's see if the timing is in favor. Goes into burrow state here for the side of Sasoleo. Let's see, will the bombs make wonders here? Because Yako can target Sasoleo here in terms of presence, but you
note
mentioned...
he also has teleport. So if he doesn't want to go fully, he doesn't want to fully commit here. He does have the option to change things up and try to go for a more good, a better survivor there. But that was an excellent pallet drop by Sasoleo.
That was on time as well. The fact that that terrain cannot give you that kind of vision if Sasoleo is baiting or not is such a huge benefit. So this could be another play coming from him. Bombs to at least get that chip damage will be taking a hit right here and increase the presence of Yako.
Now again, forcing the burrow state to happen, trying to hit that time bomb. Still has teleport, but you know he's already committed to this this Gravekeeper and already gaining some presence in it. So he's gonna try to hunker down and try to just get this Gravekeeper out of this burrow state. Goes for the melee hit and it lands. Yako able to down the Gravekeeper. But you gotta also admit that the prisoner being out there, these ciphers have been making some decent progress. One already popped, two are on their, another is on their way, and one is at 50%. The coordinator is making her way, but the prisoner is being spotted out by wanted order.
And that is just you know, that's the pros of having a prisoner you know, just roam free in towards our map. And if you see Yako, he doesn't really go out that much because I think he wants to secure Gravekeeper right here. But seeing that Yako was able to spot out Klein home back there, we'll just, you know, place some bombs just to get that chip damage here.
Yeah, again, he knows where it's at, right? He knows that the coordinator is at the bridge cipher. 3 ciphers still remain. He knows where the tinnitus is coming from and just harassing. Teleport is up already, and we see that the Gravekeeper, again, taking so much time, just buying so much time now, going for the teleport, and it's Kiloi Home that has to take the second kite. Does have a flare gun, hits him open area, but they trade. Coordinator, one more hit, and she will be falling down.
The bomb was basically detonated in a timely manner. Okay, it was sure you stun me, but I injure you, and that's the play for Yako. And look at that, the placement, another chip damage, and that's gonna be a knockdown with the bombs alone.
Huge sequence there by Yako. Again, these, downing the first rescuer and downing the other one. Prisoner and Priestess are still out and about, and Benz, he's gonna get spotted out early. We are seeing Kiloi Home try to struggle, but no, gets shared. And we see that the Priestess is here for that rescue, while the Prisoner is already working on 2 ciphers. So we do see that the Holy Key is also inside that tent. So it's going to be quite tough. We are seeing Yako break that connection, and going for the rescue is the Priestess.
Yes, but again, incapacitated and a chip damage for Priestess as well. But then again, coordinator here is 1 hit. That's a global portal back there. So that is going to get another damage going in. Teleport is at 22 seconds, but that's going to be a knockdown for Kiloi Home.
Great rescue and also a great placement. We are seeing that the Priestess is healing up that coordinator. They're trying to revitalize the resources and trying to get as much as possible. Mixdown is in this area. When it comes to Cypher progress, 1 remains. It's at 70%. Teleport is already up for grabs for Yako. Trying to see if snipe anyone out, if anyone is here in the haunted house. We are seeing some blood trails, courtesy of Kiloi Home, but he's already healed up, so this chase will have to happen all over again. Those bombs that he's able to do, he's gonna have to duplicate that as Kiloi Home kites away from the Cypher that is already being primed.
This is quite a sticky situation, to say the least, for Yako. Because that's gonna be a teleport right here. Let's see if he goes and make wonders right now. He will deny that, so it means that they're not gonna invest in this Cypher alone. They need to at least decode so that it's not just that Cypher that's holding him back. So teleporters are basically being destroyed here to deny any you know, distance. But look at this bomb to be placed near Benz. That's not gonna hit some chip lands just yet. And wow, Benz, you're just kiting all over.
Yeah, again, he just playing to the strengths, right? It's at a distance, but now we see that Killuai Home and as well as the prisoner are trying to prime that cipher. It's so close, but then again, you gotta notice that the priestess is already at that exit gate. Can they pop it in time? They do, Sayora. So now exit gate war is out and about, and we're seeing Killuai Home and Mixdown try to run to the hills, trying to run to the exit gate, while Yako is still trying to find his other target to down and put back into a rocket share. And no detention.
This is quite a difficult situation for Yako right here. You mentioned there's no detention, so he needs to make haste in terms of trying to capture them. Then again, Mixdown here is going to be the target, so he's just using this building to try and kite. But is he going to go down? Yes, he will. But look at this. The other members may be at the other side of the gate.
Oh, but the dungeon is right there.
Gate. Yeah, dungeon. Yeah, it's already
the dungeon.
open.
It's open, exactly. So it seems like there's gonna be a 3-man escape. FAV hanging on and winning the second round in spectacular.
So they will basically do their best to protect these two decoders here, or at least one of them. But you know what? We're just gonna start it off in towards our game right now, Posh, and looking at their position, Sasoleo may be the first one to be spot out. Wow. That's an early hit already. Oh my goodness.
And also he spent his pocket watch. Oh my gosh. Okay, hits the first officer, and you gotta love the Promised Neverland skin. This is so cool. And Yako now just transition. Yeah, it's so cool. I love this skin.
So
I mean, yeah, I think it's like the right crossover, because it's just anyway. Season 1, amazing. Now we see that Ben's the next target here. We see that Yako is gonna try to close in, because this mechanic is a optimal target. Gets the first hit, but he was able to plant his doll. So Ben's now going to Salvation here, which is the factory. You're gonna utilize the structure to just buy enough time. Did bring a broken windows build. Drops the pallet for the extra. Oh my god, but oh my god, blink. What a call by Yako.
Timing for Yako with his blinking hit. He could make a song with that, you know. Blinking hit. I guess you never miss. But now going back right here. Going in to our game, Yako already gets mechanic to say this. That's already a big thing. Oh, first officer will be using
already
the
healed up
again. Yeah,
that is.
He's already healed up as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's gonna keep rocking that pocket watch just for it to be more confusing. And Yako trying to chase the best, trying to just find the trail or the head of that after image, and then rocking it once more just to get the right time on this rescue. We're seeing some empty hits, but he gets that hit. Gets the rescue. Now he's gonna have to decide. He's gonna go for Ben's, and now this is actually a great target to go after, because this is technically the mechanic. Eats that hit, and the first officer does not have any more resources for a second rescue. 5 ciphers still remaining.
Also with first officer, already wasted as well with those clocks, and you know, just going so far as to go into the very corners of the map to buy some time for the others. But this is the downside to it. Sure, we do see prisoner, we do see Mixdown free, but then again, mechanic is taken into the rocket chair for the second time. So Killuai Home here is going to force the save. Let's see if it works. Already spotting it out for Yako.
Yeah, spotting him out early. He's gonna try to get the hit before she is gonna use that mirror, but Killuai Home realizing that, all right, gonna spray that perfume. Eats the hit, but then again gets chased down. Oh my god, not gonna get the rescue, but then also exhausted the perfume. Now we see the mirror image happen. He's gonna try to go for that teleport. Killuai Home gaining a lot of distance here. 5 ciphers still remain. Yako's gonna have to chase on foot. Killuai Home, the perfume is already gonna be is up for grabs now.
Alright, a little bit of potential juke back there, but I like the transition of Yako right here, destroying first these connections so that it's not going to be primed that easily. And we do see here, wow, Yako really knowing when to, use the mirror modes right now, and it's Mixdown. So this is the second decoder, and Yako prioritizing this is a good thing. Blink and hit, you never miss, yo. That is the play for Yako. Yo.
Yeah, Yako is 2 and 2 with those blink hits. Again, she wants these children back in the orphanage. She wants to be able to just, this hide-and-seek game and just end it right away. Mixdown being an optimal target here. Once he is down, he will no longer be able to connect these ciphers and give the buff there. But 2 ciphers remaining. And look at that. Over there at the lower left side of the screen, we see that the first officer already priming that 1 cipher, but the other one is at 60% now. So they're going to have to try and just recuperate here. Yako sharing in a close vicinity of that cipher that is being primed.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure Yako here may just use the mirror to threaten or to at least poke or provoke away Playo, but that's a hit! That is a hit! And right now, prisoner is rescued in here. Oh, but shock! Ooh!
Yeah, Yako isn't messing around. He's gonna chair right once again, but you see that the perfumer is already close to popping that cipher. It is ready, so they're gonna have to plan this rescue out right, because both of them both of the standing survivors are injured. Tinnitus is being propped up, but by that, I think by that doll, we are seeing Yako again just trying to maneuver around the area. This is a tough rescue on the side of the. I would say the side of oh my god, the prisoner pop. Oh, he's gonna get it, and now detention is in the air, Seora.
Yes, indeed. But again, we do see the mirror images applying a lot of threat right here. That's gonna be a knockdown. First officer will take some time to heal though, but is going to place him in the rocket chair anyway, because that's his last life here. So putting it here, just destroy that bot, for additional knockdowns. And we do see that he will be going back to the manor, because I think they can't afford the save.
Dungeon is right there, but but the first officer, he's still far from expiring here. Perfumer already at the exit gate. Mixdown trying to get to a better kiting area, but oh my god, gets the down. Yako looks like he might secure this prisoner to that rocket chair, but we see that the perfumer is just thinking, should I go for the exit gate? It seems like they're gonna have to cut their losses here and try to mitigate the 4-person escape, because it's too risky. Perfumer will be leaving. It is a 3-survivor down and out, courtesy of Ayako's Bloody Queen.
Is with actually everything with what you said, and for the side of IVS, they just basically need to, if not protect Sintus, just work their way into cipher rushing. But with that being said, Posh, we're gonna start it in towards our round 3 second half.
Okay, Zhao Khan already being propping up Tinnitus here. It's going to be the perfumer, but will Rifernan choose to commit to this one? Because again, if the mechanic is out and about, it will be tough for them to, for this hunter to even try to get his game going. We are seeing Zhao Khan drop that pallet right away, forcing him to break it. Now popping that window for the extra boost, but already used it up. And now Rifernan still waiting for it, probably a perfume to happen, and waiting for something, waiting to capitalize. Now we see that he is conjuring up that flame. Zhao Khan has to be very careful. Oh, hits. Oh my god. He's gonna try and go for it. Oh, wow. Okay, the sequence there was in favor of Rifernan, gaining that presence too. Zhao Khan had the right idea of perfuming, but at least he just had that melee hit.
And right now, Flame Snap's not gonna hit Zhao Khan this time around, because he is again to hit as well. Looks like Rifernan will be having himself featured in that song. And look at this. He is going to place Zhao Khan into the rocket chair. Take note though, there is 2 ciphers that are on their way to go for the prime. Actually 3. I'm correcting myself right now. So this is where the mobility of Rifernan is gonna come into play. Just look at that. A lot of coverage already covered because of it. So he's going to plant once again so that those flames can appear. But let's see, is he going to stay in not too far off of Perfumer, or will IVS go for the
The thing is, yeah, Wolfie is already spotted out because of that wanted order. Already hits the stopwatch. Will Wolfie go for the save? It seems like they go for 2. Kraidana is also in the area here. So now Wolfie just trying to buy some attention here. He's going to get the rescue and did bring Tide. And now it's going to be quite tough. Who is he going to go for? Zhao Khan, already utilizing the perfume. Last effort, but he pops back into the other body. But Man, oh man, it's 3 ciphers and still, you know what, IVS is trying to survive as long as possible. We see that the flame is going to be utilized to close out that distance. Zhao Kan already transitioning to this side of the map.
Yes, and that's going to be another firm. I think he was already past half for Zhao Kan. Yeah, and he's going to go back into the rocket chair. Again, this mobility that's coming in from Rifernan is really working wonders for him. Take note. First officer is injured, so if he is to be spotted, he has to be very careful when hiding. And there he goes in towards the shack area. You might want to avoid those terrains where it's not practical right now. Nice usage of that watch here. We'll be using this terrain to try and buy some time. Flame sight not gonna hit. Ooh, the intensity of this game.
Close again. Just Wolfie buying so much time here, utilizing that stopwatch. Kraydonna now in the vicinity of this Axe Boy, forced to utilize the shovel and try and kite as long as possible. Oh, and gets hit early on. So now Kraydonna has to be shifting away, but you know, the flame snipes so far have been on point, using the restful roads to just close out the distance between him and the Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper now is gonna have to eat this hit, but again, just going to this area because he does not want to interrupt Cypher Rushing. And speaking of Cypher Rush, one more remains, 60%. So Rifernan realizing that, gonna try to pressure more Cyphers instead of focusing on that Gravekeeper.
Very much agreed right there, Podge. It's evident that Synthesis here was given a lot of space. Oh, this flame sight, but this time Wolfie duking it out and using this terrains to his arsenal. Blink and hit! Not gonna miss, says Rifernan. And as he will be going in towards that, picking him up into the rocket chair. But take note, a rescue may happen from here, but it may be quite risky because the Gravekeeper is injured. So, you know, the Cypher is not yet primed, so they need
it's
to make
Kraydonna that's priming that Cypher over at Sandbags. Well, you see that the mechanic is going in with elbow pads. So Kraydonna realizing, all right, you know, my heart's starting to beat. I'm gonna just stop and just go on the burrow state. We are seeing that the mechanic did go for the save. Wolfie is out and about now, just tiptoeing around the area. They're still dividing the attention of this hunter. So again, great stuff on IVS's side. They have 1 Cypher remain. They're opening up another one. So it really depends on who's gonna go for it. Oh, it's Synthesis that's gonna be spotted out first, so she can tank some hits here because she is a fully she's a full life mechanic and already utilized the elbow pads to close out the distance. The flame snipe will land, and Synthesis now 1 hit away from going down. The Cypher is already primed, and we are seeing Rifernan change his direction, going to the Sandbags. They have to pop that Cypher. Kraydonna has to be kiting in this area, and now we see the detention is already up for the hunter.
Basically, Kraydonna here is going to buy a lot of time while the others may go for the other side of the gate. Unless, of course, teleport may happen. But look, using that flame side to go for the mobility. Might try to bait out the path. No, not going to happen here. We do see Kraydonna using this terrain so efficiently here. And it's just a matter of time wherein Rifernan is, you know, really getting that chances. But we do see here. Okay, that was interesting. There's still the terror shock that happened here. But looking at it, I think the others are already in towards the gate, so I guess regardless, it may be game for IVS now.
Yeah, that's true, because again, that was a lot of time being bought by the Gravekeeper, and we see that that is the last chair of that Gravekeeper. We do see that Wolfie and Synthesis are already there, and ladies and gentlemen, IVS will